Welcome back to another TK Breezy video. I'm back from BCX. I was actually back 2 days ago, but I was too tired to stream, and I had to do a sponsor stream for Nasby, which we'll be talking about too, and we'll continuously be doing here on Twitch. But I am now currently streaming on YouTube as well, as a little duo stream depending on what I'm doing that day. So you should still come up to the channel at twitch.tv/TKBreezy. And if you have not already, like, follow, and subscribe anywhere you can. Please go about doing that. Thank you. So let's get into it. Our first topic will be BCX. That is Brawlhalla Championship Expo, or Brawlhalla World Champs. It is the ending tournament for Brawlhalla. I know a lot of Smash players just don't really care for Brawlhalla like that. They just don't like how it looks aesthetically, or thinks it plays too slow. And I think at a lower level, you can definitely, I can agree that Brawlhalla probably is not the fastest game. But once you really learn that game, it definitely gets up there in speed. And it's actually quite fun to watch. I mean, at least from the way that I like watching it, I mean, I enjoy that game very much so. There's a very big us versus them. There's a very big us versus them mentality when it comes to newer casters and older casters, and that just does not seem to happen in Brawlhalla. Like Duke and Sparky, I will never ever they are what to Brawlhalla what I am to Smash, I think. You know what I mean? Or what me and EE will be to Smash. That is the duo that you will recognize from Brawlhalla. And so I don't care if I ever become the most famous commentator ever, ever. I would never ever take a top 8 spot or top 4 spot from them, because to me, they're the face of Brawlhalla. That is a respect thing. It is the same thing I feel about if I went to start doing a bunch of Street Fighter, and it was all right, man, we got Sajam, Tasty Steve, and Yipes and TK. Who should do top 4? I'm gonna say definitely not me. Definitely not me, bro. You got 3 goats right there. You do any combination of them, and then you put me on the top 8. That's just where I'm at. That's just where I'm at right there. So, and I'm not even gonna say I'm not guilty of this, because I definitely feed into this. I feel if I know you don't like me, I will do everything. I am 100% a gatekeeper, and I will say that every chance I get, because if I know you don't like me and you think that you're doing a better job than me or whatever, you should have spots that I should have, I will go out my way to make sure I do top 8s the tournaments you're going to. You know what I mean? I will gatekeep as hard as possible, because if you really think you're better than me, then prove it. Prove it, bro. You know what I mean? That's the thing that gets me the most, is I just feel there's a lot of this talk when it comes to newer casters where there's no respect there. And I understand that, we're on the same grind. We're trying to do the right thing and whatnot. But for a lot of the newer casters that I know that have shit talked to me, they are not, in my opinion, good casters outside of talking about the game, right? I'm not naming no names. You can come to your own conclusions, but you know who you are. That's all I'm saying. You know who you are. There's definitely a decent amount of people here that I think are really good at talking about the things that go on in the game. But when it comes to shit filling time, throwing to break, doing ads, looking at the camera, presenting yourself in a way that is going to be perceived well by the public, none of y'all can do that well. You know what I mean? Or not none of y'all, but the people that I feel always that talk the most vocal people are the ones who are well, I know more about Smash than you. That's great, bro. How do you present that information? You know what I mean? That's really the sign of a real good commentator. You're good at talking about Smash, but that does not make you a good Smash commentator. You know what I mean? And I feel I hear that a lot. It's just like that, bro. BCX also too, I forgot, this is another thing I gotta bring up because I didn't get a chance to do this, but this was funny. So I tweeted this out, right? This is how this whole thing started. I ain't looked this happy on comms block in a minute. This is what happens when the whole cast team feels like best friends and family. Look at the genuine happiness on my fucking face, bro. Look at him. That man he's unbothered, in his element. You know what I mean? This guy, okay? You would have thought I got a $5 million check while I was coming. I am happy. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time. Anyway, don't think you really get to see that too often when I'm commentating other things. Look at this family photo right there, bro. my Brawlhalla goats. I love everybody on this screen right now, man. It's a good time. Especially my man Toast. He was crying for real, for real. And my left stick would never, okay? Most hospitable man I've ever known in my life. But anyway, the other thing I did, we dropped a little eyeliner on the timeline. You know what I'm saying? I had a little eyeliner on here. Felt good about it. You know why? And I explain why, because I feel like some people just thought like, what the hell? The makeup lady, we get makeup, like legitimate makeup. Normally for the men, we just kind of get like stuff to make us not shiny and make our skin tones even. Luckily, my skin tone is already pretty even because I have a good face care routine. But we did that, and then on the second day, the lady, I already knew Stephanie from last year. She was at BCX 2022 as well. So when I went to go sit down, I was like, you know what, Stephanie, I always make these jokes, but I'm gonna do it today. I want wingtips. I love wingtips. I think wingtips, like, I'm a very simple man when it comes to makeup, and winged eyeliner is always hot. That shit is just cute. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, I want winged eyeliner. Got the winged eyeliner. She crushed it. I got on the commentary thing, and whilst it should not matter what is on my face, there was definitely a lot of I put the picture out there and people was like, oh, not my commentator, that's crazy, I can't believe they got my goat like this. First of all, whatever goes on my face, I could be in full clown makeup and it does not change the quality of my commentary. You only get to see me for like 20% of the time of the 2-hour block anyway, and you get to hear my voice for the rest of it. So unless I get a voice changer or I just start talking about wildly uncomfortable stuff, then it should not matter to you. Now, I think the other thing too is that, like, I don't care. Like, I understand that, like, I'm a dude that likes a lot of feminine stuff. You know, and in this community of men who don't take care of themselves, anybody that does anything that is slightly feminine could be considered gay. Now, I'm not gay. I'm just going to throw that out there now. But if for some reason I was, if you had an issue with that, then you're definitely not a fan of mine anyways. You know what I mean? Because, like, regardless of who I'm fucking or, like, what I'm doing, that does not affect my work flow, my work ethic. You know what I mean? And I think that's like the bottom line that I really want to push there is, it's like, bro, like, it doesn't matter what I decide to do or what I decide to wear. Like, I just like to look good. That's all I care about. My outfits look good. That day, my face looked good. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that makes somebody gay is if they are a man attracted to other men. I have no interest in doing nothing with no dicks. However, there's a lot of cool feminine shit out there that women can do as a norm that I would also like do. And it's really just eyeliner. It's not like a lot of shit. It's really just eyeliner. Eyeliner's cool. You never catch me like in a dress or nothing, but eyeliner cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just let me accent my eyes sometimes. I went to a Meg Thee Stallion concert, had the eyeliner on. She said I was a bad bitch. I was like, you know what? Thank you, Meg. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, moving forward, we can talk about the other things. We gotta drop real quick. We got news about a Zelda movie. This is Miyamoto. I've been working on live action films, on the live action film of The Legend of Zelda for many years now with Avi Arad-san, who has produced many mega hit films. So it looks like there is potentially the chance for an NCU, bro, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Now, I think one of the biggest questions people have is Link going to talk? And who even is going to be Link? Because you really have to do Link some justice, bro. You know what I mean? Like, is Link going to talk now? Will he finally have a voice? I think it's going to be a little off-putting. And if he doesn't have a voice, then I propose Ryan Gosling be Link. Why? Because I watched Drive, or whatever that movie was that he was in. A movie was when he barely had any lines, and it still was a hot movie. So Ryan Gosling can do it. I'm kidding, though. Do not take me seriously. Ryan Gosling does not need to be Link. I just think it would be funny, though, if it was Ryan Gosling. Yeah, bro. So that's going to be cool. We might get to see a live action Link in the near future. I think if any movie could have been brought to live action that is the Zelda franchise, is definitely that. I feel like Xenoblade could too, but I feel like Xenoblade would have to be like 19 movies. So, because that's a long ass game. We also have Vaseth bringing up a pretty good point here. I saw this a while back. It is banning a technique, character, or otherwise drastically changing your tournament rules during the tournament is absolutely unacceptable. Reminds me of locals back in the day where we used to ban advanced techniques because they were cheating. So The technique in hand is this reset. Unblockable reset. Now watch this man's health.
It happens. I'm always ready, you know? Wait, the jacks. Yo, that was a reset. Chat. Camera's on. Another reset. Chat. What is going on? He's gonna kill him. Off of 3 resets. No way.
Reset into reset into more resets.
Now the reason why that works, by the way, is that Jack's ground pound is unblockable, right? So it's legitimately an unblockable setup unless you have bar to break the combo, and he did not have bar to break combo.
Bring the
so
camera. What happened? So sad.
And he's dead. And he's dead.
What?
Now, we got Rip Serena saying, I'd like to get some community feedback today. I was put in a situation where I had to decide if this is allowed or banned during our 5K grand final. Since this doesn't seem intended, I made the decision to ban this midstream, and the community is 50-50 about it. Now, I think I'm on the side of Vase as being like, you can't really like get to the top and ban that. It always feels kind of shady, right? If this is found out during the tournament, your tournament just has to hold that L, and then after that tournament, you need to make some rules about that. But if this man was able to ShamWow the entire tournament because there was not enough research out there before this, then he just wins that tournament, bro. He just wins that tournament. He walks off with the bank. It's GG's, right? Next week, when you ban that and he can't do that, then and he gets like goes 0-2 or whatever the fuck, sure, all right, GG's, bro. Like, it's over for you. But to do it in the middle of the tournament, yeah, you can't really do that, bro. That's kind of weird. I remember Chew that used to do that during his tournaments. She used to have tournaments at his house, and if he would almost never follow his own rules, but he would also like he banned a stage and then unbanned the stage after he lost the second game again. I think against Sin or D's, one or the other. And unbanned the stage after so he could counterpick that stage. That shit is crazy, bro. Most people are probably like, well, it's broken, so get it out of there. But I think the only time you really need to ban something is if it's game breaking to the point where it freezes the game. You know what I mean? Like, if for some reason this thing like overloaded the screen and then it froze the game, then yes, please ban that. But all this guy did was find an unblockable mix and win the game off that. So or I guess, yeah, unblockable mix. You still gotta get the first hit though. But yeah, I think after this tournament, I could definitely see this being banned, just not during the goddamn tournament. You know what I mean? And then last but not least, because we'll be getting into it right after this, Nasby is out. The wait is over. Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2 is available now. Happy Nasby. It's a fun game. I will say that. It's definitely a fun game. I've been having a good time playing it. I have enjoyed, I've enjoyed what I've done so far. It's definitely better than 1. I think the thing about 1 was so jank that it was fun for like, I'd say for about like a good month. And then after that, I was like, this game, there's definitely some jank in it right now, but the team is actively, I'm still in the beta testers chat. The team is actively working toward trying to figure out what they need to do to get around said jank and things like that. So I'm very much proud of and happy that the team is able to do what they need to do to make sure this game lives. Now, I don't know how long the lifespan of these games are, because genuinely, I feel like a lot of the times when you have Smashers as your main fan base, as much as they try to act like they hate Smash, they do not stick with these games. They do not stick with these games. So we got to see if they actually stick with it this time around, or will Nasby actually be a breakout success and become its own, sub community. But I've seen one really good idea about this. We've been needing, now that we have all of these like games coming out, that all these platform fighter games, we can finally do a platform fighter Evo. Straight up. We got two versions of Smash that are played right now. We got Nasby, we got MVS coming back out, and we got Rivals 2 coming back out, or coming out soon. Like, we could legitimately do an Evo version of platform fighters. And I am super excited about that idea. I would love to go to a tournament like that, where it's just nothing but platform fighters there, like Platformer Evo. So hopefully that's something that someone would want to get, put together. I'm not a tournament organizer. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about games. So the issue with trying to do that with these games though is that genuinely on an average, platform fighter games last much longer than fighting game, like traditional fighter games. So like I think it's easier to like put time or put it in your head how long it should take to run a tournament when it comes to a traditional fighter than it is for a platform fighter. Because a game can be, you can have one set that's 15 minutes, right? Because, all right, bro, like this guy, he farmed. He won 4 minutes, 3 games straight. And then you could have another set that's like an hour, right? Because of the fact that like there's timeouts, people could stall, all that other good stuff. So sometimes it's really just kind of hard to like really gauge how long a tournament should take theoretically. And I think that might be one of the holdups. But I'm definitely down to see a platform fighter Evo at some point in time. We'll see if that ever comes true. But we'll have to see that in a later date, as this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked anything I said or you disliked anything I said, put it in the comments below. We can chat about it. I do read my comments. I very much appreciate you. The chat says bye, and I say bye too. Thanks for watching another video. Catch you on the next one. Peace.